Hello, you sexy biscuits, and welcome into Ghosts of Tsushima. This game has blown me away. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that into samurai-related media. I've never watched a samurai movie in my life, and I think the only game I ever played was the original demo for Tenchu on the PS1. And I wasn't going to pick up this game until I saw the reviews. And the reviews were saying, this is one of the best games of the year. Now you're probably wondering why I'm just walking here, and that's because this game is stunning. This is not a cutscene, this is just me walking around the open world, and the open world is massive. This is what probably surprised me the most. So here we have the open world, and there are 3 different sections here. So currently I'm down here, and the amount of detail is concurrent throughout this entire world, and that is amazing. This is possibly one of the most beautiful open worlds I've seen. So for those of you who don't know, you're probably asking, what is Ghosts of Tsushima? Well, as I follow this bird up here, I will try and explain it. I think the simplest way of explaining what this game is Assassin's Creed Samurai, but it's really not that simple. This has quite a lot of elements from a lot of different games. Being made by Sucker Punch, this game has quite a lot of things that I would compare to Sly Cooper. I loved the Sly Cooper games, and I also loved Infamous. And you can definitely see some connections there in terms of the parkour and stuff like that. You've got the assassinations of Assassin's Creed, but you've also got really interesting swordplay that you could kind of relate to Batman Arkham. It's very interesting, and I think it adds all of these things together to make this truly unique game. Now, normally I would sneak up on these guys and assassinate them, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a standoff, because I am a samurai, and honor is most important here. Hey! You look your enemy in the face and make your strike. Yeah, you upgrade the standoff over the period of the game, and you can have up to, I think, 5 different people that you can stand off against. And the combat is really quite good. I'm gonna say, when I first saw trailers for this game, I was worried that it would be incredibly complicated, but that really isn't the case. You've got your dodge roll here. You've also got a block move, which will not work against these spear guys, so you actually need to dodge these guys, like that. So then I can come in and get some good strikes in here, break his defenses, and then go for the kill. Okay, so you've got a block with L1, you've got a light attack with square, a heavy attack with Y, and you've also got stances, so these will come in useful against certain types of enemies. The water stance that I just used is most effective against shielded enemies, but I just like how it looks. Now, I do have a couple of small negatives. I always try and be as honest and as open about games as possible, and this game has some very slight issues. So in combat, the camera can sometimes be an issue. And I've read that quite a few times, even on my Twitter when I mentioned the game. The camera can kind of hide itself behind trees and enemies and even friendly NPCs. And that is kind of annoying. But it's a very small problem that could easily be fixed.
I'm right here!
Okay, there's 2 of them. So they should be... Oh! Oh, he tricked me! Okay, so yeah, they can trick you into going for an attack, and of course, as you saw there, that worked very well for him, but not for his friend. Okay, let's dodge this one, wait for him to go for another attack, let's break his defenses, dodge out the way. Now I do have a bow and arrow if I want to, also I have a bomb, I forgot about that. Okay, we'll use that in a minute. I want to try and break his defenses, and then go for a kill. Brilliant. Now the other issue is that you can't take off their arms or their legs or anything else. There's none of that in this game, and that was kind of disappointing. But I will end this guy's suffering. Oh. That shouldn't be satisfying, but it is. Okay, so what I want to do is call my horse, and we're just going to ride around, because this game is stunning to just explore. Probably the most interesting part, and something that I'm seeing a lot of people talking about, is the camera mode. So if I was to pause the game here with the camera mode, you guys can see that you have a full sweep here, and I can even go quite far back. Now, there is a kind of circular boundary, like in most games here. Kind of like using NVIDIA Ansel on PC, you kind of have this dome around the character. Now, an interesting thing about this that I haven't seen any other game do, so if I was to get lower here so you can see the grass, and if I was to go down, you have the ability to have animated environments, which I think is incredible. So the game world will continue moving in real time. Now you can speed this up, you can change the time of day, you don't have to have it currently, you can have it foggy, you can have it at sunbreak, overcast, heavy rain and snow, you can have it thundering in the distance. This is stunning, and really does give way for some really interesting shots, especially if you're like me and you like getting some interesting pan shots. So if I was to get some grass in shot here and kind of start tilting the camera around, I can hide the HUD and I can kind of start tilting the camera around and get these really nice pan shots with the analog stick. You see that? That's really nice, especially for people who like making YouTube videos. This is going to be great, especially if you're doing quite an in-depth review of this game. You could have some really fascinating shots of these kind of environmental details kind of moving around and just make your video look that little bit better. And I really like this. I think this is such a great feature that I don't see any other game doing. If any other game can do this, fantastic. But this is definitely the first. So yeah, that's the camera mode. I highly recommend messing around with that. So to give you an example of the picture mode, these are a couple of the screenshots I've taken so far. This game is stunning, and I keep stopping to take pictures. I love this one. Also, you can see the detail on the back of the horse there. You've kind of got the veins and everything else. Really detailed horses and main character. NPCs also look quite good. And this one is also one of my favorites, just because you can see the amount of detail on his face, especially around his nose. The skin coloring with the sun hitting it is amazing. So yeah, there is definitely a lot you can do in this game with the photo mode, and I think it's definitely worth showing off because this is one of the first times I've seen it done. Okay, go for that guy. Wait for it. Nice. Wait for him to attack. Oh, bow and arrow guy. Okay. Gotta watch out for him. Okay, thankfully they call out just before they start firing. Nice. Dodge. Then come in. Yeah, the animations in this game are fantastic. And you will actually see him do the final kill and just kind of turn around and look at the enemy he's just taken out. It's really interesting, and every kill animation is slightly different. I really like that.
Come here and fight!
Nice. Okay. Bring it on. You see, I just wish that at that point someone could just get cut in half. That's all I want, game. That's all I want. Okay, shielded guys, this is going to come in useful for this. Okay, dodge out the way. Dodge out the way. Come back in. Oh, try and break his defenses with triangle here. Nice. Okay, he's blocking again. That's fine. Nice. You see how he kind of turned away from the enemy then when he went for that final strike? Okay, dodge away. Nice, get behind. And finish him off. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Oh, a whole troops just came in. Okay. Oh! Oh, well, that guy's... Woo! Okay. Didn't expect that guy. I'll be honest. Oh, no, you got it stuck in the ground. Come on. Back up. Okay, thankfully we do have the ability to heal. But also, I have that move. Okay, let's do this. Heavenly Strike. Bring it on. Your move. Okay, wait for them to do something. Fire arrow. Come on, make your move. Oh, this is so much fun. Do I send a kunai his way? Coming for the attack? Got him. Send another kunai and jump attack. Yeah, this game's good. I don't really know what else I could say, to be honest. This is fantastic. Now, you're probably wondering, where's the map marker? Actually, where's the bloody mini-map? And there is no mini-map. You follow the wind. That was very well timed. You follow the wind. Every time I say wind, it happens. I also fart a little. So what I'm going to do is get on the horse and follow said wind. This is your main way of knowing where to go in the Ghosts of Tsushima. And I love that. I think that's absolutely fantastic because it gets past the issue of having all of these bloody markers all over the screen kind of getting in your way. It's a way more immersive experience. Alright, we've got these guys here. Come on. Oh. Nice try. He tried to trick me twice. Not gonna work. Oh, jump attack. I bloody love the jump attack in this game. It's so much fun. Okay, and Heavenly Strike. I love that animation of them realizing that they're not going to make it. It's pretty horrific, but fantastic. Okay, there seems to be quite a few enemies here. I'm just gonna kind of try and... Ooh! Oh, it's that big guy. Okay, there seems to be a big battle going on here that I'm not a part of. Oh god, this guy's massive. Okay, keep kind of whittling him down. I want to try and move out of his way, though, when he goes for those big attacks. That's not good. Come on. Nice. Break his defenses and then go for the kill. You see that? How he turned away from the enemy? And then go for that final blow. Got to be careful now because I'm surrounded by 3 of them. Nice. Break his defenses and go for the finisher. Ooh, okay. Wait for him to attack and then strike. Okay. 1 down. 1 to go. Move out the way. And then go for the jump. And finish him off. I will say that getting to missions can take a while. Mainly because you're dealing with so many people on the way there. But it never gets boring. I'm having fun every time I fight someone. It's really, really good. And that's a good sign of a good game because... to be honest, you probably would get quite bored after a while of doing the same thing over and over again. I know for a fact I do with games like Assassin's Creed. But no, the combat in this game has kept me interested the entire time. This game is so beautiful. Like, you're not going to be able to make this out properly on YouTube, mainly because of the crappy bitrate that YouTube puts videos out at. But, ah man, this game is stunning, and I highly recommend playing this on a PS4 Pro. Even though I will say this game does look fantastic on a standard PS4. So what I found here is a shrine. Now, shrines are kind of parkour puzzles that you need to kind of work out to be able to get up to. So I'm going to follow this path up here. Oh, the bird took me to a spring. Yeah, always follow these yellow birds and the red foxes that you'll see, because they will lead you to special places. And now we're going to see his man buns. Told you. I think we're going to reflect on a lover's touch.
Wish I had some company in here. It's been too long.
Now what this will do is it will upgrade your maximum health. There's quite a lot of random places like that that will upgrade certain aspects of your character. And they all feel natural. It's not like you're collecting pickups or something. This is all in the world and it feels like it's part of the world. So I've just noticed I've actually completed this shrine, but what I will do is I will go back to it because I want to show you some of the parkour in this game, because this is probably the most Assassin's Creed-y part of it, and I've heard quite a lot of people relate this game to Assassin's Creed. I'm going to say right now I don't think it is too similar. I am definitely expecting Assassin's Creed to go samurai in the next game, definitely, after the love that this game has gotten. So expect that. I'm calling it now. I just find this world design absolutely stunning. You've got these beautiful yellow leaves here, and now an interesting thing about these is they actually interact with the character. You see that? So if I was to run through them, they actually kind of blow up into the wind and all that kind of thing. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to jump down onto here. So yeah, your character will automatically kind of grab. You can definitely tell that this was made by the same people that made Infamous and Sly. It definitely has that kind of almost magnetism to certain objects. So if I was to kind of jump off at an angle here, he kind of pulls himself in. You see that? And it feels very Infamous in that aspect. And that's not a bad thing at all. I really enjoyed Infamous. So what I can do, and here is crawl under. Here, go into first person, which is quite nice. Lighting's really good. Now I do have HDR on. That's not going to show in the video, obviously, unfortunately. I don't know if YouTube can actually do HDR. Possibly, I'm not sure. Nice thing is you can just look out over the world. You see there, that's where that spa was that we just went to. We can have a look around here. I just love how far off into the distance you can see. And yes, you can go to any of those places. Plus, you can of course turn on the camera mode so you can get some really fancy shots of whatever you want, really. So if I was to come behind the character, I could actually get some cool shots of him looking out over yonder. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to squeeze through here. Okay, right. And make our way through this cave network. More parkour. Okay, so you've got to be careful with these because obviously they're not very wide. But thankfully, as I said, he kind of magnetizes to them, not too strongly. I don't think as strongly as something like Infamous, but it's kind of similar. Oh, here we go. And jump down there. Jump down there. Let's grab that U-wood at the same time. Oh! Oh! Oh, that could have ended terribly. So yeah, it's kind of got these handhold areas here, so you can kind of use those to climb up. Let's jump over to this one. Oh, I'm just wanting there to be a hay bale down there. And synchronize and jump off, you know? Oh, it's absolutely stunning. This game, honestly, is one of the best looking games on the console, really. This is up there with The Last of Us 2 for just beautiful design and in-world detail. So yeah, this is the shrine. I could obviously activate this, but I already have. Now, shrines give you charms that you can attach to your weapons. So if I was to come over here, you guys can see that we've got these different charms that we can attach. So if I was to go Charm of Well-Being, you kind of got these ones here. You got Charm of Efficiency. We got this one. You can kind of add different ones onto your weapons and stuff like that that will help you. So it's definitely useful to come to these places. But one of the most interesting things that I like about this, that is fantastic game design, is when you finish, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to have to find a way back down. No, there is just a Descend Shrine button. That's so clever. Why don't more games have that? It seems so obvious, but yeah, I really liked that when I first saw it. I thought that's really bloody interesting. But that is Ghosts of Tsushima, and I'm going to say right now, it's stunning. It's well worth picking up. It's one of the best games of this year, and I'm going to say right now it's probably in my top 5 of the year, and I'll be doing obviously a Game of the Year video at the end of the year, and this will most definitely be in there. Anyway, I love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think of this game? Tell me in the comments down below, but until next time, that's me, out. Bye guys.